driving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good morning. Would have been a little bit earlier, but I had a doctor's appointment. So, the good old doctor. I got a really good doctor. I like her a lot. I'm not going to tell you who she is because you can't have her. So, she's mine. You find a good doctor, hold on to them. Hold on to them. Make sure you're being honest with your doctor about everything, or they can't help you. They cannot help you. So I saw a little something earlier. It's going to give us some justice. See, there's a guy out there. He's been stealing our opiate money. You'd be amazed what he's doing with it. Not good stuff either. And he seems to have been caught with Jeffrey Epstein stuff. And yeah, we'll see. We will see. I called this guy out years ago. People were like, nah. Here we are. See, I told you, I've never seen anybody get away with anything. After a little bit of time, it just happens. Hi, Ingrid. Good to see you here. While we're here, that reminds me, yesterday I put up that I saw Ingrid on my on one of my first lives. But what I failed to do was look to see when she had made that post. It was like a year ago. So there we just had the cart before the horse. But it was still fun. It was still fun to imagine that in a utopian world that's what it was. So no biggie. No biggie. But Ingrid brought it to my attention yesterday, and she said, I didn't want to call you out. But you're wrong. See, that's how friends do it. Okay, we praise in public, okay, but we confront in private. Okay, you have to confront your people in private, man. That's friendship, you know. See, she knew I was wrong, but it wasn't like it was going to throw everything off, right? 53, still dealing with acne. I want to be upset about last night, but I'm not. I mean, no, not that many people showed up. In fact, nobody showed up in person to the club, but then it just feels okay. Was I satisfied? No, that's okay. Welcome, Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. We did have several people on Zoom, and even the lady at the church who said, no, they should have the small room and things like that. She's really jumping on with what we're doing. And, I had to tell her, nobody came in person, but we had some people online. And it kind of proved her right. And she said, that's great. Great. That's a great start. So you never know. That's it. Yeah, the word is going to spread. So, and that's what we're waiting on. Until then, it's a little arduous, but what are you going to do, man? So good stuff, right? This is how we learn. This is how we learn how we get through things. We had a great 5:30. So as a step study, Eve did a great job. So I'm reading out of Daily Reflections, not today's though. This is my new card. I should, at some point. That's how much I care about money. I've had this for weeks. I don't use my bank account much. The false comfort of self-pity, as Bill sees at page 238, which is probably going to lead us to like the 12 by 12 or something. Nope. Letter 1966. Let's see what it says. Oh, Maudlin Marchadome. Maudlin Marchadome. Self-pity is one of the most unhappy and consuming defects that we know. Yep. Because you can revel in it. I was just kind of talking about it. That's why I saw it. I'm like, yeah, we're going to talk about self-pity. We talk about self-pity so that we don't go into it today. It's Friday, man. I had a successful week. That's what I'm going to focus on. I'm tired as fuck, but that's because I did good shit this week. All right. It is a bar to all spiritual progress and can cut off all effective communication with our fellows because of its inordinate demands for attention and sympathy. It is a modeling form of martyrdom which we can ill afford. I don't know about anybody else, but when I go into self-pity, I isolate. I isolate when I go into self-pity. Yeah. I will disappear. I go the opposite. Okay. Or I'll go to the other extreme. I'll get online and whine and cry about all my problems and everything that's going on with me and woe is me. Right. And nobody really wants to, when you're in self-pity, nobody wants to listen to you beat up on yourself. They just don't want to. Okay. It is tough. Self-pity is probably one of the hardest things for me to get out of because I find comfort. I find comfort there. Oh, poor Dion. Poor Dion, you're so good with old Dion. You are. Don't you worry. We all love you. It's a demand. Now, I'm going to tell you, there are times when I'm like, you know what? I'm so fed up with this. And I want people to tell me, no, Dion, you're doing a great job. It's not how it works. I go through it. You bet. On a monthly, I probably go through it. Okay. And then I remind myself why I'm doing what I'm doing. Why I'm doing what I'm doing. Don't drink. Trust God. Help others. That's my only job. It's my job. The remedy. Remedy. It is a dangerous liaison. Jason Mraz. I love Jason Mraz. It's awesome. Billy Joel's coming in concert. We're gonna go. I don't care if I have to sell a fucking liver. I'm going. My wife and I. My wife has never seen Billy Joel. I love Billy Joel. I've seen Billy Joel 4 times. 4 times. Yes, 4 times. Only once I was drunk. Okay. The remedy. Well, let's have a hard look at ourselves, and still a harder one at AA's 12 Steps to Recovery. When I see how many of our fellow AAs have used these steps to transcend great pain and adversity, we shall be inspired to try these life-giving principles for ourselves. So we see it working in others, which means it can work in ourselves. See, we are also, children of God. Okay? Quite often in this whole scheme of AA, you'll often hear, except when to do so would injure them or others. And I want you to remember that you are an other. You're the other. Try it. Oh, that side of my head. I'm just going to shave the whole fucking thing off. I'm so tired of this. Then my head's going to be cold again. The false comfort of self-pity screens me from reality only momentarily and then demands, like a drug, that I take an even bigger dose. Okay. There's several ways to get out of self-pity. But the number one way to get out of self-pity is work with another person. That's the number one way. Okay? What else will work? A gratitude list will work for a little bit. Okay, see, everything else is just going to kind of be a band-aid until you really get to what you're supposed to do, which is help another alcoholic. A gratitude list will get you out, but it's still false comfort. Well, I'm grateful I have a roof over my head. I find these to be cheap idioms. Okay, means it's an excuse. It's like saying I'm doing the next right thing. Great. You know what the next right thing is? Because I don't. I gotta ask. I do. I have to ask God what the next right thing is. I don't know. I'm pretty sure the next right thing is probably an AA meeting for you. Noon's coming up, most likely. But I may get a phone call. Who knows? I don't know. I really don't. That's the joy of the program. See, sometimes I'll be in self-pity and somebody will call me and say, hey, Dion, do you have a few minutes? I'm really going through something. And God gets me out of my self-pity. See, my friends know, and my higher power knows. My wife knows that. Everybody knows I don't want to stay there. And I know that about you too. So you're probably going to say something to me like, hey, are you all right? I'm going to say, no, I'm not. I'm a weak fuck, man. And I hate me right now. And, and that's going to stay between us. And by the time we're done, I'm going to feel better. So reach out. If I succumb to this, it could lead to a relapse into drinking. What can I do? One certain antidote is to turn my attention, however slightly at first, toward others who are genuinely less fortunate than I. No. Do not do that. Because those people are not less fortunate than you. Bullshit. I call bullshit. Okay? That's stigma in my book. Okay? Oh, you are genuinely less fortunate than I, so I must help you. No. See, I don't determine that portion. That's ego. I won't do that. It might work for them, though. If it works for you, fantastic. Because it looks like it works. I'm just not going to buy I don't do the whole less than, greater than. Everybody's a child of God, period. That's it. There is no more for me. No, I don't need any more. What else do I need? I'm a man with a real answer. I don't care how old you are. I don't care where you come from. I don't care your gender. I don't care your race. I don't care what your fucking favorite color is. I don't care. What I care about is that you have the information that you need to live a happy life. I want you to have the information that you need to bring God into your life, to stand in the sunlight of the Spirit. That's what I would like for you. Now, does that make you less fortunate than me? No, it does not. In the same degree that I actively demonstrate my empathy with them, I will lessen my own exaggerated suffering. Who let this one in here? All right. I don't always agree. Okay. And so, these are just my experiences. If you have a different experience, you're always welcome to post it, because my experience isn't the only one, and I'm not going to get mad. Oh my God, did you disagree with what I said? No, we can't have that. Guess what? There in AA, there's a lot of things where there is no wrong answer, and God is one of them. Right? All right. I hope everybody has a good day. Happy Friday. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry. A burp and a hiccup at the same time. Whew. Body does weird things when you get older. I love you all. Thank you for being here. Peace out and have a day.